Nigga, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that shit in there? Oh! Micah Parsons, hurt, limping on the sideline, just sealed the damn game right there. Brothers, in my last video, I said I didn't think we could beat the Rams. I meant it. I really thought we were going to take an L in this game. The defense, special teams were fucking phenomenal today. Dorrance Armstrong started off strong. Forced fumble. Then after that, the block punt. Brothers, let me calm down because feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. Brothers, that was phenomenal. I didn't think we had a chance out there. I didn't think we had a chance. And we beat them 22-10. Cooper Rush, even though he wasn't much of a factor in this game, is 5-0 in his first 5 starts. Brothers, who would have imagined us winning 4 straight games after that disastrous season opener against Tampa Bay? Dak going down with the hand injury. Who would have thought that we could rip off 4 straight since then? No one in their wildest dreams thought we were going to rip off 4 straight after that. This is fucking phenomenal. Dan Quinn and that defense. Dan Quinn, he's been calling a masterclass game for the last few weeks. Dan Quinn I don't give Dan Quinn enough credit. He has been fucking sensational. Such a breath of fresh air on the defensive side of the ball. We've always had this bend but don't break philosophy. Now we're just taking charge. And of course that helps when you have Micah Parsons. But still, Dan Quinn has been masterful. Masterful. The offensive side of the ball still has some glaring weaknesses. It still has its fair share of problems. But we've been more balanced. I like what I'm seeing with the balanced play calling. Kellen Moore still has room for improvement. But I like the balance. We have some weaknesses where we sputter. That right there has to end. We have to clean that up. But brothers, I can't complain too much. I cannot complain too much. Tony Pollard, I understand people when they say, Tony Pollard has the speed, he has the bounce, he has the quickness, he needs to get more carries, he needs to be out on the field more. When he ripped for that touchdown, man, Ezekiel Elliott doesn't have that anymore, brothers. I understand that. And I know you're just like, man, Tony Pollard needs to be out on the field more. The reason why Zeke still has a huge presence in this offense is because of his blocking. You cannot take that away from him. Ezekiel Elliott doesn't have the speed that he once had, but his blocking is still elite. I believe it was in the third quarter. Either the second or the third quarter. You had, oh man, what's the cornerback's name? What's his name? I can't even think of his name right now. Cornerback came in on a cornerback blitz. Just lit up Cooper Rush. Lit his ass up. Tony Pollard was out on the field, and Tony Pollard should have recognized that. He should have picked up the cornerback on the blitz, but he missed him entirely. He got lost in the traffic trying to look for a linebacker instead of recognizing the defense. Zeke would have caught that. Thank God Cooper Rush held onto the fucking ball, because that could have been a game changer right there. But with Tony Pollard, that's one of his glaring weaknesses. He sucks at pass protection. He just sucks at blocking in general. And that's why Zeke is integral to this offense. Is I know y'all can't stand the 3-4 yard runs up the middle. I get it. I know y'all want Ezekiel Elliott to rip one. He can't. I understand it. I get it. But his role in blocking, pass protection, is second to none. His ability to do that, brothers, that is an underrated skill. People don't notice it. People like the flashy big runs that Tony Pollard can rip off. But no one really notices the grit and grind that goes into pass protection. That will keep you in the league. That skill alone as a running back will keep you in the league. Because it's so important. It's so important. Brothers, I love being proven wrong. This team has proved me wrong. I thought for sure we were dead in the water. I thought, hey, we were playing against these weak teams. We're playing against the NFC East. You know, we still in this mind frame that the NFC East is weak and stuff like that. The Giants of all teams beat the Packers today. They beat the Packers. Maybe this division isn't as weak as we thought it was going to be. Arguably, this division is the best in football right now. So all those past victories that we had that people were complaining about against the Giants, against the Bengals, I mean, of course, the Redskins are still the Redskins, but I mean, we need to reevaluate our past victories instead of like giving them like, oh, it was against, bad teams, stuff like that. Hey, maybe this team is a very damn good team and they're beating other good teams. How about that? Brothers, the defensive side of the ball, Micah Parsons, and not just Micah Parsons, Dorrance Armstrong, D-Law, Odigizua, that defensive line, Trayvon Diggs, you take the good and the bad with him, but for the most part, he's been sensational. He got burned a couple times today. That's okay. It's the good and the bad with him. Safety play, Wilson and Curse, they've been putting in some serious work as well. I always forget to mention them because we really haven't had stellar safety play in so long that you forget about them. But they've been putting in work as well. Anthony Barr, underrated signing. I didn't think he had anything left in the tank. He's proven me wrong as well. The defensive side of the ball, Dan Quinn has just been lights out. Holding the Rams. Now, I know the Rams haven't been the best offensive team this season, but holding any team to 10 points is a fucking victory. Holding any team in the NFL to 10 points is a fucking victory. We still had, going back to the offensive side of the ball, we still had a couple of costly drops. We had one from Michael Gallup. We had one from CeeDee Lamb. They got to clean up the drops, man. Because Cooper Rush, he's putting them there. He's getting you the ball. You got to hold on to that shit. We can't afford costly drops like that. But, brothers, 4 straight wins. Next week, we're going against those cheesesteak-eating bastards. The Philadelphia Eagles. We got them next week. Sunday night. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if they're still undefeated. Maybe. Well, let me check. Because they're going against the Cardinals right now. Let's see. Yep, they're still undefeated. They beat the Cardinals 20-17. We got those Philadelphia cheesesteak-eating bastards next Sunday in Philadelphia. That's give them motherfuckers their first loss of the season. We can do it. The proof is in the pudding. 4 straight weeks of stellar defensive play. And Cooper Rush, when prompted, when needed, can make the big throws. I like our chances. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win against the Philadelphia cheesesteak-eating bastard Eagles. I'm not saying we're going to win. I'm saying I like our chances. I really like our chances, brothers. This team, I'm so shocked. I am incredibly shocked. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Unfucking believable. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say, brothers. Until next time, peace.